Welcome to Tullahoma 6 News. I'm Kelly Lapczynski. In this Tuesday edition, we're on the countdown to Christmas.
And I'm Emma Cook. Today we'll take a look at all the events that will lead up to Friday night's Christmas parade.
First on 6, it's been a long time coming, but work has officially begun on the new Coffee County Health Department. The site plan for a new $5 million, 14,000 square foot facility in the Joint Industrial Park was approved in June. The project will be paid for through a state matching grant, with the county's portion of the cost coming from its American Recovery Act fund. Curl Construction won the bid to do the site prep, which they began in late November to get ahead of the winter weather. The next step of the process is to bid out construction of the building itself. A groundbreaking ceremony will be held when that construction begins.
Work is scheduled to resume this week on a Highway 41 bridge replacement that was halted for holiday traffic last week. But just before the holidays, traffic was stalled for a different reason, as debris fell from the exit 105 overpass to the highway below. TDOT Communications Officer Rayanne Bradley says that shoring has been placed under the old bridge to prevent any further debris from falling as construction continues, and traffic has already been shifted to the new bridge.
Now, tickets for the 9th annual Dustin Lynch and Friends benefit concert go on sale this evening, starting at 5 o'clock. Fans lined up at CD Stamps Community Center to pay their $25 to the upcoming show, and the proceeds will benefit local children's charities. Now, the show is set for 7 p.m. on Tuesday the 17th, but we expect it to be sold out by the end of this evening. Now, if you manage to snag a ticket tonight, don't forget to bring a new unwrapped toy to the show. These will be donated to the Tullahoma Fire Department for their annual toy drive.
And if you aren't in line for Dustin Lynch tickets tonight, you might want to head to Shelbyville for a festive tree and courthouse lighting on the square. The Bedford County Chamber of Commerce has arranged for live music, superheroes and princesses, reindeer, pictures with Santa, and a free holiday movie at the Capri Theater. It will all be topped off with a holiday fireworks display.
And with the passing of Thanksgiving and the coming of December, Christmas trees are just about everywhere you look. But just how careful are you when you're putting up your own? Today, Fire Chief Kenneth Pearson has some seasonal fire safety tips that can help.
Some of the things that we need to be wary of whenever we're dealing with Christmas time is if you do have a tree that you're getting that's actually a natural tree, a live tree, need to make sure that they're watered, make sure that they don't dry out. Dried trees will burn very quickly, so we try to keep that as wet as we possibly can. We want to try to keep them alive as long as they can. If it's a bald tree, they seem to do a lot better if you're going to replant it somewhere else. If it's a tree that's been cut, just need to make sure that we have some water underneath it, giving it some moisture so that it's not drying out. We don't want no inadvertent fires from trees that are all dried out. Other than that, Christmas time we're going to be cooking a lot. Be mindful of the kitchen, be mindful of the people around. Make sure that we're watching our pots and our pans and make sure that we're keeping everything in good order. A lot of that will, just try not to leave your food, unattended. Many times kitchen fires are one of the highest causes of fire within households. So we want to try to avoid that as much as we can by proper planning and proper understanding of what's going on. If you leave a pot, if you have to leave a pot on the stove, you need to maybe turn it off until you can get back to it. A lot of times that's what happens. You get to doing something else, you forget about it, and then we have a fire. So we want to try to avoid that as much as possible. This time of year, we're very busy with a lot of different events that we're doing. One of our big drives during this year is our toy drive. This year we are fortunate to live in a community that is very giving. We appreciate everybody that has given, but we are still taking in donations. The more that we can get in donations, the more that we can spend on each family. And we just want to just if you can give, we would love to take your donation. New toys, or if you get new toys, we don't do anything that's not packaged. So if you bring new toys, but cash is always best because we get some discounts when we go to the store, so we get more bang for our buck. Thank you.
Coming up next on Tullahoma 6 News, we'll introduce you to some of the newest members of the Chamber of Commerce.
And we'll also get a sneak peek at a Tullahoma Christmas tradition after this.
My name is JT Northcutt. I have sickle cell anemia trait, and several members of my family have sickle cell anemia disease. People with sickle cell disease have sickle cell shaped blood cells which cause less oxygen to flow through their body. This can make people tired and experience painful symptoms. Blood transfusions are critical. They may struggle to find matches that are genetically similar to them. So that is why it is so important to have a diverse blood supply. And we're asking for your help today.
When severe weather strikes, stay informed about power outages with TUA's new online outage map. Visit our webpage at tub.net and click the View Outage Map icon to see the number of customers affected and where they are. Use the bottom icons to find out the cause of the outage and how long it might take to restore power. You can even zoom in to see if the outage is in your neighborhood. Call 348-1795 to report an outage.
Welcome back. 55 local voices will join together to present the annual Tullahoma Civic Choir Christmas concert later this month. The choir, now under the direction of Michael Brown and Angela Miller, will present songs both sacred and secular, and singers from East and West Middle School choirs will also make an appearance. Our Chris Barstad spoke to the directors to find out more.
All right, we're having fun. This is the Tullahoma Civic Choir preparing the Christmas concert, the annual Christmas concert. We've been doing this for, this is the 17th year for it. We had to take off a couple of years for COVID, but this is year 17 for the Tullahoma Civic Choir.
Sure. This year, almost every piece on our concert program is going to be a familiar Christmas carol or other tune that people know and love, but a lot of times with a little twist on it. We have some instruments joining us as always. We have wonderful instrumentalists in Tullahoma. The handbell choir is rehearsing right now, and we'll also have some students from the middle schools joining us, which we're really excited about. This is my third year being part of the choir, my second year as a co-director. I have a background in choral education, and while I'm not in the classroom, Ann Baldwin retiring after so many years with the choir was the perfect opportunity for Michael and I to team up, and we have great time together.
Okay, well, the event is free. We appreciate so much the Downtown Tullahoma Lions Club sponsoring this every year. They have been, this was their brainchild. They started this so many years ago and wanted to see this happen because they are about giving back to the community. So we appreciate that so very much. The Lions do so much in our community. So this is going to be on December the 14th, Saturday night, the 14th, at 6 p.m. So a little different time. We usually do it earlier. So it's usually the first weekend of December, but in this case we're doing it a little later, December 14th at 6 p.m. Like I said, it's free open to the public, and we'd love for everyone to come and be part of this.
I just hope everyone can make it. It's going to be fun for kids all the way through adults.
Sure. The performance is at Grace Baptist Church. Well, I don't think I said that. Grace Baptist Church in the auditorium, but we will be streaming it on our webpage, graceintullahoma.com. Plus, it will be on the Grace Facebook page and the Grace YouTube page, so you can just find it there. So we'll be streaming that live, and then our good friends at LightTube will be showing it later on during the season. So we appreciate that.
When the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce gathered at Smart Bake before the holiday, we were introduced to several new members and first-time visitors. Today, we share those introductions with you.
I'm Joe Abraham. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces. This is my wife, Katie. We recently purchased WCDT down in Winchester and flipped it over to ESPN Radio. And just if we can help you guys reach Winchester and the growing market and area that is around the lake, please feel free to reach out to us. That's pretty much it.
I'd like to thank Tullahoma Chamber of Commerce for welcoming us to our welcoming BNI referral force. I'm the president, Brett Harris, with Agent 2000. I'm an insurance broker. BNI referral force is a referral-based network. We meet weekly. First Wednesday of the month is in person. Every other Wednesday is on Zoom. If you're a business looking to grow, BNI is an exclusive organization for your company. Then we need people to grow. I'm a terrible public speaker, and in front of a lot of people, it make me nervous. You never know I was a school teacher. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Myron Yoder. I'm the owner of Right Base Flight Training. We teach people to fly at the airport here in Tullahoma. We've been here for 2 years. Joined the chamber a couple months ago and have been flying every time there's a coffee, except this one because it's raining outside. So one of the main things we do that's very much available to anyone is a discovery flight. It's $145 or less. We recently dropped the price. You and a friend, maybe even 2 of your kids, can do a discovery flight where you have the controls of the airplane, go fly out over Timms Ford Lake or something for half an hour. It's a lot of fun and a very memorable experience.
Well, I'm not near as that much fun as they are. So I'm Natalie Towns. I just retired. I lived in Shelbyville for 25 years, and I retired to the big city of Tullahoma. So when I retired, I got a little bored and a lot lonely. So I went back to school at the ripe age of 61 and became an esthetician. How many of you know what an esthetician is? All the girls. The boys know. Y'all have skin too. And it's okay for you to come get a skin facial. So I do skin care for my clients and help you to age gracefully and naturally. So we take all the non-invasive approaches. My studio is in the Coker building. Everybody know where that is? Definite Wellness. They're painted on the front. I took my studio there. I'm welcoming new clients. I have a great new client special for a dermaplane peel and a mask. And boys, you can do that too. So we call it a bro facial. So love to see you and welcome you to my studio and love to meet some new people. So thank you.
Wonderful. We're so glad that you all are here. South Jackson welcomes visitors to the 5th annual Trees of Christmas event this week of the Christmas Parade. Stop by anytime between tomorrow and this Sunday to see the field of trees that have been sponsored and decorated by local businesses, including TUA. A portion of this year's proceeds will benefit horseplay.
And South Jackson will welcome visitors again on Thursday during a reception and tree lighting event that honors the Grand Marshal of the Tullahoma Christmas Parade, an honor shared this year by RJ and Sandy Hayes. Say hello to them as they light the tree at South Jackson on Thursday evening. The reception begins at 5:30.
The Tullahoma Christmas Parade returns to its traditional route this year, traveling from the Chamber of Commerce to the high school starting at 7 p.m. As always, the parade is free to watch, and if you want to stay warm, you can watch it right here on Friday on Channel 6.
And then after the parade, keep the Christmas spirit flowing during the annual Jingle and Mingle event at South Jackson. The parade after party typically has a small cover charge of around $5 that goes into the Trees of Christmas pot, and you'll be able to view all of the trees during that event.
On Saturday, visit South Jackson again for a German-style holiday market. This Kindle Markt is a space for crafters and artists to sell their wares before the holidays. There will be seasonal items, food and drink, and the overall spirit of Christmas from noon until 8.
And you can bundle your holiday fun when you buy your ticket to the annual Tullahoma Tour of Homes. 5 unique houses are on this year's route, and your $25 ticket gets you into all of them and into the Trees of Christmas. Now you can start your journey at South Jackson and bid on the silent auction items there. Then after you visited each home, stop by South Jackson again to up your bid if you need to. You can get tickets and the list of homes online at tullahomadaycare.com.
Fiddle virtuoso and 10-time Bluegrass Music Association award winner Becky Buller will make a stop at South Jackson during her 2024 Christmas tour. You can see her perform live this Sunday. The show starts at 7 and tickets start at $18. Get them online at southjackson.org.
And the Compassionate Friends will host a worldwide candle lighting this Sunday in memory of children lost too soon. Friends and family are welcome to arrive at the Church of Christ at Cedar Lane at 6:30 with a photo of their child and some finger foods to share. Then at 7 o'clock, the candles will be lit. The event is held at 7 in every time zone for a continuous circle of light around the globe.
The Nutcracker Fantasy returns to South Jackson this year with an all-new cast of young dancers, and tickets are going fast, so if you want to see the show, you'll want to get yours soon. The remaining tickets start at $13, and you can get them by calling 455-5321 or logging on to southjackson.org.
And as you heard earlier, the Civic Choir Christmas concert is slated for next Saturday, December 14th at Grace Baptist Church. Thanks to the Downtown Lions Club, admission is free, but seating is limited. Be sure to arrive early to secure your seat for the 6 o'clock performance.
Return to South Jackson one more time this holiday season as the Performing Arts Center presents the holiday classic It's a Wonderful Life on the big screen at 7 o'clock on Thursday the 19th. If you had this on your calendar already, give it a double check because this is a new date. Tickets are $10 and include popcorn and a drink. You can get them by calling the box office at 455-5321 or visiting southjackson.org.
And coming up next on Tullahoma 6 News, we'll have a look at this week's weather forecast.
We'll also have a look at local sports right after this.
My name is JT Northcutt. I have sickle cell anemia trait, and several members of my family have sickle cell anemia disease. People with sickle cell disease have sickle cell-shaped blood cells which cause less oxygen to flow through their body. This can make people tired and experience painful symptoms. Blood transfusions are critical. They may struggle to find matches that are genetically similar to them, so that is why it is so important to have a diverse blood supply. And we're asking for your help today.
When severe weather strikes, stay informed about power outages with TUA's new online outage map. Visit our webpage at tub.net and click the View Outage Map icon to see the number of customers affected and where they are. Use the bottom icons to find out the cause of the outage and how long it might take to restore power. You can even zoom in to see if the outage is in your neighborhood. Call 348-1795 to report an outage.
Welcome back. Today is Tuesday, December 3rd, and it's also the first Tuesday after Thanksgiving, which means that after all the holiday shopping, it's time to think about others in need on this National Day of Giving. After Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday is a reminder to lift others up during a generous time of year. That could mean gathering toys for one of the local toy drives, putting together a holiday meal basket for the local food pantry, or providing a warm foster home to one of the many new dogs collected by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter in the most recent hoarding case. There aren't enough warm kennels for all of them, and your help would be greatly appreciated by both man and beast. However you choose to give, remember that we are fortunate to have everything you gave thanks for on Thursday, and that many others do not.
Right, and warm blankets and coats would go a long way over the next couple of nights too, because we're barely popping above freezing for our daytime temperatures on a lot of the days ahead. Let's take a look. Now, starting with today, you can see we're barely above freezing with a high of 35 today. Average is 55 for this time of year, so we're making up for all those weeks that we were over the predicted temperature. 35 is our daytime high. That means our nighttime is going to drop down all the way to 21. Now you can see that daytime high was about average for where we should be overnight. 21, very cold, as we haven't already told you, and we have. Make sure you have disconnected your hoses from the house. Bring the pets indoors. Now, how many more nights do we have to do that? Well, you see a little bit of sunshine there, and we are going to warm up a little bit for Wednesday. We are at least going to hit the 50s, and that's going to be it for the rest of the work week, certainly. We'll go down to 36 Wednesday night, and that's about where we're going to stay there and colder. Thursday, we add 1 degree when the sun comes up to 37. And by nighttime, we are down in, yes, okay, it's 2 digits, but they start with a 1. We're at 15 degrees, well below freezing on Thursday night. Friday, a high of 39, so you're still in that very, very cold area, and just down to 22 on Friday night. We're not seeing any precipitation yet. Now we got to get to the weekend, and we are going to see it warm up miraculously on Saturday, where that sunshine is coming in, through the week is going to help us warm up just a little bit, and we will not be below freezing on Saturday night. We'll just be right at it, which lets us warm up a little bit more on Sunday, but then you see that chance of some more wet stuff coming in. Not cold enough to say yet that we think it would be snow even after many days. We saw some this last weekend, but that's always a possibility. The nighttime, though, down to 49, it's certainly not freezing, so we're going to kind of rule that out right now. They're 4 days ahead to see that temperature stay lower than we expect right now, so we'll keep an eye on that in the week ahead. Now, in sports, the Lady Wildcats return to the hardwood tonight as they host Shelbyville. The girls came out of the Holiday Hall of Fame games with a 5-game win streak that included a milestone for Coach Chad Hibden. Monday's 48-18 win against Girls Prep School of Chattanooga was Coach Hibden's 300th career win. Now, if you'd like to catch the Lady Cats in action, tonight's game starts at 6 o'clock. Admission is $7.
Following the girls' game tonight, the boys will take the court. They will face Shelbyville on the heels of a 4-game win streak. With both teams off to a good start, we remind you that you can catch select games, including tonight's game, live on LightTube. And this year, we've got a new play-by-play team on the sidelines.
I'm Mick Sharan.
I'm Cody McMurtry.
We're the Mick and Mac Show.
That's right.
Well,
Aura.
I like that. Well, I think what we're going to bring is we have that knowledge of basketball. We're players, former coaches. But we also bring a little humor. What do you think on that?
Yeah, just a little bit of humor. Knowing the players, just insight into the game. That's what we hope to bring, and have the listeners enjoy watching the game and listening to us cut up a little bit.
Yeah, we want people to come to the games, obviously,
right.
But at the same time, we want people to listen and watch it on YouTube and LightTube, because I think they'll get entertained with the game and the antics of the Mick and Mac Show.
Right, and there's always a mute button if you're not.
Yeah,
so.
you can mute it. You can definitely mute it. December 3rd, Tullahoma plays Shelbyville at home here in the Cat Palace, and we'll be here ready to go. We'll be on the air again, so if you have a chance, if you can't make it to the game, make sure you tune into LightTube Sports Network, either on YouTube or Channel 23. And you can always follow everybody follow LightTube on Facebook or Instagram as well.
Well, Mick, I had fun. It's a great win, great 2 wins tonight.
What do you think about this win? What's it going to take for them to keep this up for the next rest of the season?
It's exactly what we talked about. Cut down on the turnovers. Keep feeding the ball to your playmakers and your scorers. And when they did a great job there in the second half of the third and the fourth quarter of limiting BGA to 1 shot, 1 and done. And if you rebound, play solid defense, and just don't turn the ball over, this crew is gonna have a shot. And I know Coach Welch is long-term planning it and seeing that they can go far. And he's building towards that. He doesn't want to start out completely on top. He wants to build and go up that hill, going up that hill.
And they'll address those turnovers pretty quick. And I got to say, from a math scholar, that's some great words of wisdom. And we're excited about being here. We hope that you tune into the Mick and Mac show in the future and listen to us.
We'll be back with a few final thoughts right after this.
When severe weather strikes, stay informed about power outages with TUA's new online outage map. Visit our webpage at tub.net and click the View Outage Map icon to see the number of customers affected and where they are. Use the bottom icons to find out the cause of the outage and how long it might take to restore power. You can even zoom in to see if the outage is in your neighborhood. Call 348-1795 to report an outage. Welcome back. Our Facebook friend of the week is Molly Hall. A big thank you to Molly for liking us on Facebook. Find us on Facebook at TUA LikeTube. Give us a like and you could be our next Facebook friend of the week.
Before we leave you, we'd like to thank our news team partner, the Tullahoma News. And if you'd like to be a part of the team, send an email to news@lighttube.net to let us know about any story ideas or upcoming events.
And that's going to wrap it up for this Tuesday edition of Tullahoma 6 News. As always, we thank you for watching and hope that you will join us again on Thursday.
Have a great evening. We'll see you on Thursday.